Yep.
bicycle flat. It is a parking garage for 2,500 bicycles. That is insufficient capacity because some 9,500 bicycles are left around the central station daily. At the moment, work is hard in progress at creating more parking possibilities under the station.
Der nächste Stopp ist am Hauptbahnhof.
Our next stop will be Central Station West.
Thank you. Oh, number one. Number one.
Number one is, this is number one. You got
oh, okay.
Like that, you'll get 2 beers. 2 beers for the price of one.
Ha
out. I know, I wonder. That'd be interesting to find that out. Look, there's little hooks on top of each, they're in the very top. Obviously they hate something or some horizontal protrusions. See? Every house has a little
Yeah, they had a
hook.
person, but no. And the guys, like I said, they listed their cameras, furniture.
All the heavy stuff, that's what I was thinking too. But it wasn't for that, lifting heavy things.
Rooftop there, see to your right.
Oh, yeah.
Turning windows.
Next stop is the Anne Frank House, the West Church, Jordaan neighborhood, and the 9 streets. Anne Frank House.
And the 17th century step gable. Later, the neck gable and bell gable became very fashionable. In the 18th century, the cornice, a flat gable, became popular and was often decorated with family coats of arms or statues.
Until the end of the 18th century, Amsterdam had no house numbers. A house was recognized by its gable and the gable stone set in its facade. The image on the gable stone often made reference to the religion, city of origin, or profession of the house's occupant.
At the top of the houses, you can see a hoisting beam. Because the staircase was often narrow and steep, goods were hoisted up and down on this beam. Even today, houses are equipped with hoisting beams to make moving easier.
Wow.
If you look closely, you can see that many houses were constructed to lean forward. This was done to make a house look bigger. It also prevented the house from being damaged during the hoisting of goods.
Wow. Who knew? I didn't know.
Rick Steed, ever done? These are the tiles here that were taken overseas, but they originated here.
Oh, to Scotland, with the wool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're right.
For ballast.
Uh-huh.
What did you learn, Pops, from Sean?
Before you put that away.
This is their empty top. It's empty. Sean said they would keep wool in those big wooden barrels and put it in the bottom of the ship for ballast. So they would, when they would export it out, wherever they would empty out the wool and take the caskets were still there. They would take red tiles, fill the caskets, and then bring them back to Scotland. And Papa's saying they could probably here is the place that they got the red tiles. See all the red tiles here?
Good observation, Pops.
The ballast, I mean, wool was for transporting merchandise. I thought he said something like mutton, oil of mutton.
On your left, on the corner, at number 663, you'll see a beautifully restored 17th century residence with a hoisting hook on the canal side as well as one on the street side. This house has been built so that it tilts forwards on both sides.
Wow.
You see it there?
Yeah,
Is
that one.
right there?
Put an angle and a bias.
So, let me get off quickly. This is trash, all trash? Yeah, and then where's my stick? Is anybody? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Mom's staff of authority.
Leiterkracht.
So well
This was the border of the city until 1650.
Exactly. That's
From this canal, you could enter the three main canals.
Yeah.
The Leiterkracht is named after the city of Leiden, which lies about 30 kilometers or 18 miles from here. The canals are approximately 3 meters or 9 feet deep and were used primarily as a defense mechanism. They could also serve for transport. The total length of the canals is approximately 100 kilometers or 63 miles. People say that the canals are 3 meters deep, 1 meter water, 1 meter mud, and 1 meter bicycles.
1 meter bicycles.
Oh, really? Wow. That's cool.
Amsterdam has more than 1,250 bridges. At least 500 of them, particularly the arched bridges, date from the 17th century. To prevent cars from rolling into the water, low iron railings were installed along the canals. This had the added advantage of lowering costs, as the fire brigade was being called upon far too often to retrieve the waterlogged vehicles. These railings were first considered in the 18th century, when one Lord Mayor suggested that such devices could prevent the loss of horses and carriages in the canals. These days, traffic jams are a regular sight along the canals. Surprisingly enough, Amsterdam already had traffic problems in the 16th century, partially solved by one-way streets and restrictions on carriages with more than one horse. There are more species of animals in and around the canals than one might think. There are ducks, swans, coots, grebes and herons. We even still fish in the canal.
Canadians. I don't know.
On the left, just before the bridge, stands the Hotel Americain. It was built in 1902. One can see different architectural styles in the building, particularly the neo-Gothic.
Yeah.
If you have time, it is certainly worthwhile to enjoy a cup of coffee there.
Maybe they know, he knows that people have bought tickets.
One of the little personal boats. Kids are happy.
Oh yeah, we saw this earlier. Those lights up there, Garth, that's all about it. Anything you know? Is that they're on
Audio. Audio too.
Yeah, audio.
Yeah.
I just think the architecture is just beautiful. Should we ask if this is the Rijksmuseum?
On your right, you'll see the entrance to the Vondelpark. The park is named after the poet Vondel, Holland's modest equivalent of Shakespeare. The Vondelpark is for Amsterdam what Central Park is for New York. A place to cycle, skate, or wander, play games, or watch a show. For lounging about on the grass in the summer, or for skating in the winter, if it freezes.
Momo.
Oh, we're here then.
This is Momo right over there.
That was part of the Rijksmuseum. Is this a stop for the Rijksmuseum?
Yeah, I think so.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, thank you.
This is museum tickets.
Those are the signs,
We're
Ellen.
in the area.
Calm down,
And
Ellen.
it's Boco.
Calm down.
Quiet.
Just calm down.
Of the turn.
Relax.
On the left, you can see the back of the building, which has always been associated with music. When it's a church, songs were sung here. But these days it's a venue for pop concerts. On your left, you can see some glorious city villas from the 19th century. At present, they each consist of 3 or 4 apartments. On your right is the Rijksmuseum, built by Cowpers in the late 19th century. The museum boasts a magnificent collection of 17th century pictures, including Rembrandt's world-famous Night Watch. There are also some delightful 17th century dolls' houses, always a great favorite with children.
I didn't see those. 19th century dollhouses. No. Oh, wow.
Did you see the dollhouses, Ralph?
No. I did, yes.
You did? What were they like?
Dollhouse.
Well, was it anything interesting or special?
It's kind of cool, little figurines like that.
You take care of everything, don't they? You really do. Look at this. Wow, that's beautiful. Is that 19th century or?
Yeah.
It's 19th century.
Yeah, it foreshadows his death.
Could be more than one.
Eminent.